take two, y'all. Oh my gosh. So I did an entire video and I was in photo mode. So here I am again. So hello, YouTube. I am back again for, this is the bulk, part 2, episode 3. So I'm sure I'm not going to say anything that I said my first time around, but I will give it an attempt. Okay, so here is where I am currently sitting. I am around 33 weeks out. This is if my goal date of October 3rd stands. I wanted to explain a little bit about competing and the organization that I am competing in. So basically, here's the way it goes. Around my area in Southwest Virginia, there are not a lot of bodybuilding shows. The biggest organization around here in natural bodybuilding is the OCB. So the OCB has a Roanoke Star show. This is in October. Now, here's the deal. With some organizations, you can earn your pro card by winning the amateur show. So that is the case with OCB. However, there are conditional shows or conditional qualifiers and unconditional qualifiers. So if there is a bigger show, it could be an unconditional qualifier, and it would mean that you earn your pro card regardless of how many people are in your class. Now, way back in the day, like 2013, I competed at the OCB Natural Bodies. Okay, this was in Virginia Beach. At that time, there were 3 competitors in women's physique. I won. However, at that time, there had to be 5 competitors in women's physique. Fast forward to now, the conditional qualifiers, there have to be 3 competitors in women's physique. Now, at last year's OCB show, there was 1 women's physique competitor. So here's the deal, y'all. There are not a whole lot of women's physique competitors, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say, especially in natural organizations. Now, granted, there are different methods of testing. It's all kind of subjective anyway, like who's the judges, who shows up that day. And, you know, there's a lot of factors that go into a competition. However, you really want to have, you know, a kind of a good field to compete against. In other words, like, you don't really want to be the only one, especially if it is a conditional qualifier, because you will not get your pro card regardless. So there has to be 3 at the Roanoke show. So that's kind of a little bit influencing the date that I compete. I may do one before or after that, but anyway, that remains to be seen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be posting my videos. I'm going to post on my website. So my website is fitwithholly.com. And in the blog section, I will be posting my YouTube videos, but I'm also going to start posting like weekly shots of like nutrition, so you sort of know where I'm at. And once I get closer and closer to the show, things start changing, tightening up or whatever, I will show you more. Right now, I've been hanging out around, I'm probably 2,200 and some calories. Right now, I'm around 73, I think, fat, 150-ish protein, and 200 and something carbs. I want to say like 225, could be a little bit more, I'm not sure. But anyway, I've been getting stronger in the gym. So yesterday, I did plate-loaded incline chest press, and I had 245s on each side. So that was pretty awesome for me. I ended up on my last few sets getting 6, 6, and 5. And I don't remember doing that for a while. So, I mean, I definitely feel like I'm getting stronger. But, you know, I'm just trying to continue to work hard. It's very, very, very difficult in the off-season to keep pushing and keep trying to get those lean muscle gains when you're really not seeing anything. You know it's probably there. Really, the only thing you can do is measure from week to week if your lifts are getting better. So I've talked about that a little bit before. But anyway, so I wanted to get to the question of the day. And the question of the day is also going to be diet related. So I was asked, what do you eat if you're trying to gain? All right, so whether you are in a trying to gain muscle or lose fat phase, obviously it matters where you are to start, like weight wise and physique wise, and what you are doing. Okay, so really the only way to know where you are is to track. Okay, and a lot of people don't want to put in that time and effort, but as a coach, I will tell people, I need to see probably at least 3 to 5 days of 100% tracking, like full honest tracking. You got to track everything, y'all. I mean, if it's got calories in it, it counts. So like all of the beverages, all of the added things, all of the, stuff that you don't even think about having calories, if it goes into your mouth, it should be tracked. Okay, once you know where you are, then you can know where to go. Okay, so obviously if you're trying to gain lean muscle, you want good amounts of protein, you want good carbohydrates, but you need healthy fats in there too. Okay, so it takes the right balance of all of that. So if you're tracking your stuff and you're 100% honest tracking, and like, let's say as your coach, I see 3 to 5 days on there, and I know that like if you're 100% honest and I see your calories look way low for like somebody, whatever your size is, then we're going to start looking at where you need to go with that. You really, guys, have to like take into consideration your metabolism, where it is to start, especially females. A lot of females come into a phase, if they're trying to gain or lose, you really have to look at what your metabolism is at the time, because metabolically speaking, a lot of women spend a lot of their adult life trying to cut calories, right? Losing weight, and like your metabolism will suffer. Okay, and it's not to say that doesn't ever happen with guys, but from my experience, it happens a lot more with women. So, depending on if you're a male or a female and where you have been and how you have been eating and what your metabolism is doing right now, I would look at that and try to make adjustments according to like what you want to do to gain. I really think that it's important to make gradual adjustments over time. A lot of times you can't just jump into a gaining phase. I mean, you can, but you don't want to add too much too fast, and you don't want to cut too much too fast. Okay, so it's kind of like making adjustments, seeing what's going on for a week or two, and then making more adjustments. Okay, so I hope that sort of answered your question, but really it's very individual to the person. Lean proteins, chicken breast, turkey breast, lean beef, fish, lots of nutritious vegetables, good carbohydrates, just staying away from super processed foods that really aren't going to give you much nutritionally is very important on either end of the gaining or losing spectrum. Okay, so please comment below if you have questions for me. Any questions about fitness, nutrition, competition, anything related to that, coaching, please feel free to drop your comments in. Like my channel if you like what I'm talking about. Share it, subscribe, all that good junk. And I hope to see you all again next week. Thanks for being here.